and welcome to the eFresh.com fish and seafood news. My name is Mylène and these are this week's headlines. Mutant fish new cry for chemical ban. Tons of fish seized from poachers. Fish farmers net eco deal. Salmon sector's boost for Orkney. Funding boost for Welsh fisheries. More mutant fish with up to 3 heads at an Australian Noosa River fish hatchery have prompted calls for a ban on the use of farm chemicals in the area. Sunland fish hatchery owner Gwen Gilson has told reporters she has discovered several more deformed mullet embryos at her hatchery. The deformed embryos spawned after 7 mullet from the Noosa River were given to the Boring Point hatchery for breeding earlier this month. A large portion of the embryos have developed cell abnormalities which range from 2 to 3 heads. It is the second time abnormally formed fish have been found at the hatchery, and many are pointing the finger at 2 nearby farms that use chemical spraying. Queensland's Primary Industries Minister Tim Mullerin said a full investigation would be carried out by a special task force that was set up in January. Sakhalin border guards confiscated more than 200 tons of illegally caught fish in the first 6 months of the year. In this way, they prevented the Russian state from losing over 116 million rubles. Andrei Burlaka, head of the Russian Federal Security Services Sakhalin Coast Guard Department, told the press. He said they searched about 2,000 vessels in the first half of the year. 51 vessels were detained, of them 25 foreign vessels. 19 criminal cases were opened, including 14 based on poaching charges. 7 criminal cases have already been forwarded to various courts in the Sakhalin region, the official said. Fine exceeding 9 million rubles have been imposed, he added. Bird biologists are offering a green truce to fish farmers to end years of antagonism over stocks stolen by migratory birds. The World Wide Fund for Nature has finished its first pilot eco-fish farming scheme, launched in 2007, which offers a 400,000 Hong Kong dollar grant to fish pond farmers who use chemical-free, genetically unmodified fish breeding methods. Participants agreed to allow migratory birds heading to the Maypo Nature Reserve to feed from fish ponds surrounding the reserve and to drain their ponds in the winter to allow the pond bed to absorb more nutrients and allow birds to feed off crustaceans in the mud. Stopping short of calling the program all-organic fish farming because of the lack of an organic foods framework and costly international certification. The program would help the struggling fish industry stay competitive and perform an important wildlife conservation role. Salmon farming was worth at least £6.6 million to Orkney in 2008, according to new industry figures. The Scottish Salmon Producers Organisation said £1 million was paid directly into pay packets by salmon farms in the islands, which generated around £4.5 million, taking into account official multipliers for the impact of wages for the local economy. Orkney salmon farmers spent a further £2.1 million on local supplies and services last year. Chief Executive Scott Lunsberg also highlighted capital investment worth more than £3.1 million in Orkney over the past 3 years as the industry prepared to meet growing global demand for Scottish farmed salmon. The Welsh fishing industry was handed a £930,000 boost this week. Rural Affairs Minister Elin Jones announced the funding on a visit to Anglesey-based fish farm Selonda. The European Fisheries Fund provides grants towards the development of a fisheries sector that is sustainable, profitable, well-managed and also internationally competitive. Some €17 million of EU funding for the sector up until 2013 will be matched by the Assembly government. 5 projects approved or conditionally approved include £263,285 for the Cardigan Bay Fishermen's Association. This cash will fund a series of measures to improve the infrastructure and value of the catch and the development of a sustainable plan for the Cardigan Bay prawn. Thank you for watching the efresh.com fish and seafood news. See you next time.